Hey guys, welcome back to Criminality Help You. This is a quick run through of AC 2.2 Individualistic Theories of Crime. Freud thought that the mind had three parts: the id, which controls our selfish urges, which is our animal drives; our ego, which was like the balance between the id and superego, and the seeks rational and sensible control. Superego is the moral conscience. And in order to have a healthy personality, there needs to be a balance. His theory points to the importance of early socialization, family relationships, and understanding criminal behavior. And psychoanalytic theories have had a considerable influence on policies of crime. One of the weaknesses are that it's impossible to measure and calculate the influence of the unconscious mind, and also psychoanalytic theories are unscientific and rely a lot on many unprovable claims about the mind. Bowlby's maternal deprivation. He studied 44 juvenile delinquents. 39% had experienced complete separation from their mothers for 6 months or more during the first 5 years of their lives, compared with 5% of the control group. This supports Freud's view that early childhood experiences influence future behaviour. His work shows a need to consider the role of parent-child relationships in explaining criminality. Weaknesses is that it's a retrospective study, which rely on calling the past, no longer widely accepted, and overestimates that childhood experience influences further life. I think believes that certain personality types are more likely to commit crime. Carried out a personality questionnaire with 700 soldiers who were being treated for neurotic disorders. There were three main personalities which would increase a person's risk of offending: and high extroversion, neuroticism, and psychoticism would lead to criminality. Because criminals are more likely to be impulsive, risk-taking, and unable to accept and understand the rules of society. Strengths are offenders do tend to be neurotic, psychotic, and extroverted. It's also useful in describing some measurable tendencies. Weaknesses are that Farrington examined a range of studies which revealed prisoners were high in NP, neuroticism and psychoticism, but not extroverted. And also the extroversion scale may measure impulsiveness and sociability, which criminals might be high in one, not both. And also convicted offenders may not be typical of offenders as a whole. Learning theories. Sutherland's differential association. He believes that individuals learn criminal behaviour through the links or association with others, and identified 9 key principles. And if a person's pro-crime association outweighs the anti-crime associations, they are more likely to engage in criminal behaviour. Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are that crime often runs in families, which supports the theory. People with criminal parents are more likely to be criminal, as seen that a third of the prison population also knows someone else in prison. Weaknesses: not everyone exposed to criminal behaviour becomes a criminal, because they may learn those behaviours, never practice or use them. Operant learning theory is when if a particular behaviour results in a reward, it's likely to be repeated, and if you get told off or there's an undesirable outcome, it's likely not to be repeated. And the cause of someone's behaviour lies in the reinforcements and punishments that shape it. Strengths and weaknesses. Skinner's studies of animals provided evidence that animals learn for reinforcement. This is likely to be the same for humans. However, assumes learning only occurs for reinforcement and overlooks individuals' emotions and thoughts. Social learning theory. Bandura got some kids to either watch a video of an adult attacking a Bobo doll, or they didn't, and then put them in the room with said Bobo doll. And all of the aggressive behaviour they'd seen, they imitated it. Also, the adult was punished, so Another group was seen it, but they were less likely to imitate it. And then there was another group who still showed aggressive behaviour despite not seeing the video. This strengths and weaknesses of this is that considers we're social beings and we learn from experience of others, and children who observed aggressive behaviour going unpunished imitated that behaviour. However, it was based on artificial lab studies and lacks validity in real-life situations. Also assumes people's behaviour is completely determined by recurring experiences and ignores freedom of choice. Kohlberg. He argues that our ideas of right and wrong develop through a series of levels and stages from childhood to adulthood, and his theory suggests that criminals' moral development is stuck at a less mature level than everyone else's. Strengths are that some studies show delinquents are more likely to have immature moral development. Thornton and Reed found they commit theft and robbery. Weaknesses are that he presents people with moral dilemmas to people aged 10 to 16 with limited life experiences, so there were no meaningful responses. So that's going to be all for today's video. I'm going to try and bring out sociological theories soon.